10 things you may be doing that are hurting your kidneys. Stay tuned. Okay, we're going full on clickbait here today, but these are 10 really important things that I try to teach my patients when I see them in the office and that you should know about things that might be hurting your kidneys and maybe you weren't aware. Let's talk about them. I'm Dr. Blake Schusterman. I'm a board certified kidney doctor and I'm also the cooking doc, and everything we talk about here, this is just information. This is not medical advice. It's good information though, so stay tuned. Make sure you talk to your healthcare provider if you have further questions, and make sure you like, subscribe, and share so you never miss a new recipe or a new health tip. When I see people in my office, I always tell them all the things that they should be doing to help their kidneys. But I also want to tell them the things that they may be doing that are hurting their kidneys that nobody has told them or that they just don't know. Number one, you're probably eating too much salt, specifically sodium. Most people eat way too much sodium chloride than their body needs, whether that's dumping too much salt on your food or adding it while you cook or eating out at restaurants and eating processed foods all the time. A lot of ways to get that salt in your diet. And if you're eating too much, it may be impacting your kidneys because it can raise your blood pressure up. And if you already have kidney disease, it can cause fluid to build up in your legs or your lungs. So if you're eating too much sodium chloride, you probably want to cut back down because it may be affecting your kidneys in a number of different ways. Number two, you may not be drinking the right things to help your kidneys. Now, water is the best thing to keep you hydrated, but honestly, you don't need an 80-ounce Stanley cup to drink throughout the day to protect your kidneys unless you're working outside or you're sick or something like that. Most of us don't need that much water, but we need to choose water when we get thirsty. So if you're never choosing water and instead you're drinking sweet tea or sodas or coffee drinks, you're probably not drinking the right things for your kidneys, and your habit of not getting enough water may be affecting your kidneys, not because you're not drinking that 80 ounce, but instead of drinking like 2 to 3 cups of water spread out during the day, instead you're choosing things that are high in sugar and not hydrating you the same way as the water would. Number three, this is the one that a lot of people don't know. Taking high-dose anti-inflammatory medicines, or NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory medicines, for many years can impact the kidneys. Now, these medicines are great medicines for arthritis and aches and pains, and a lot of people can take them occasionally very safely. But if you take them every day, multiple times a day for many years, there is a small chance that that will affect your kidney's ability to filter. So if you have kidney disease, or if you're at risk of kidney disease, or if you have arthritis and you want to take these medicines regularly, make sure you talk to your doctor to see if it's safe. Number four, it may be 2024, but people still smoke cigarettes. And if that's you, that is probably hurting your kidneys. So quit. Number five, not taking your medicines. Now, there are a lot of reasons why people don't take their medicines. Cost, it's a pain, sometimes they're multiple times a day. But really, some of these medicines that we have are the best thing that we as doctors can do for you to protect your kidneys. So do everything you can to take your medicines. If you have to take them multiple times a day, lay them out in a medicine holder. So it's right there, you can take it. If you can't afford your medicines, talk to your doctor about options to get a cheaper alternative. And there may not be, but if there is, I bet you can find it. You're smart, you're empowered. If you're dedicated to improving your health, you can probably do some things to help get the medicines that you need. Number six, not taking your blood pressure at home. If you're not taking your blood pressure at home, we don't know what your blood pressure is when you're not in the office to see us. And we really rely on those home blood pressure medicines. So if you are not taking your blood pressure at home occasionally, that is a habit that you can fix that will help your doctor better care for you and protect your heart, your kidneys, your brain for the long run. Number seven, eating a very high protein diet. Now, if you don't have any risk factors for kidney disease, it's not clear that a really high protein diet will impact your kidneys in the long run. And there are a lot of factors involved in how much protein you actually need to eat during the day. But if you are at risk for kidney disease, and if you're eating a very heavy animal protein diet, so I'm talking about multiple chicken breasts and steaks and all this stuff throughout the day, that extra animal protein may be impacting your kidneys some. This is especially true for people who have stage 4 and 5 kidney disease. You really need to limit the animal protein in your diet. If you have normal kidneys, you can probably get away with a very high protein diet. These studies really aren't clear on the long-term impacts of that. But talking to a doctor or a dietitian, making sure you get on the right protein supplement and the right protein amount for your body type and your medical conditions is really important. Number 8, supplements. There are supplements that you may be taking that are impacting your kidneys, whether it's too much creatine, or it's something that somebody sold you on TV that you really don't understand, but they told you it was going to make you better. Many supplements are unregulated. Many of the claims that people make about supplements are unfounded and don't necessarily need to be grounded in reality. And there are many studies that show that certain supplements can impact your kidneys over time. So before you take a supplement, check with your doctor to see if they have any idea whether or not that supplement is good or bad for your kidneys. Number 9, working outside regularly and not keeping yourself hydrated. Now, most of the time I tell you that you don't need to drink extra water. Your kidneys and your body know when you need to drink more. They make you thirsty, you drink, and then you keep yourself hydrated, and you don't need 100 ounces of water to protect your kidneys. One of the exceptions to that is if you are working outside. If you work outside in the heat every day, over and over again, if you are not keeping yourself hydrated, then that can impact your kidneys. So that's one of those times where maybe having an 80 or 100 ounce little Stanley cup or some of those big bottles is going to be important to help maintain your kidney health for the long run. Lastly, and this is just a general thing, but if you are not paying attention to your health, if you are not going to see a doctor regularly, if you are having symptoms and you're just kind of saying, well, it's probably not important, whether it's fatigue or swelling in the legs or blood in your urine or trouble breathing or weight loss. If you are not following up with a doctor and there are things going on in the background, you may be missing the chance to get yourself better. One of the most difficult things that I see in my office is when I see somebody who has had lots of symptoms for 6 months, 12 months, and they never went to their doctor. So they never knew that something was wrong with their kidneys. And by that time, I was unable to help them. So the earlier I can see somebody before the kidney damage has progressed, the more chance I have at helping somebody's kidneys get better and preventing things like dialysis, kidney failure, and need for kidney transplant. So why am I telling you these things? Because I want you to have the power to protect yourself. It is vital for your long-term health, and it's really important for me as a doctor to give you the information that you need to protect your kidneys. Make sure you know that the things that you are doing are either good for your kidneys or bad for your kidneys, and how to make changes every day to better your health. Thanks so much for watching today. Check out my book, The Cooking Doc's Kidney Healthy Cooking, a modern 10-step guide to preventing and managing kidney disease. You can find it on my website, cookingdoc.com. Everything we talk about here, again, is just for information, not medical advice. Thank you again. Stay tuned next week for more.